Well guys, where I'm standing right now is the old moat in Chiang Saen Town. Now this was the inner wall, and there would have been, in the day, a huge gate going across here. So you had a gate there, and that's the inner wall, and then you had the outer wall up there, where there'd have been another huge gate. A lot of conflict here in the 1300s. Now you're probably wondering why they're all bibbing their horns as they're coming around the bend. Well, there's a temple there, so they bib for good luck. I'm going to take you for a walk through the old temple wall. Well, Happy New Year, 2017. Where do the years go? Oh, I swear, the older you get, the quicker they go. Lots of partying last night, lots of very loud music in the village, and lots of Lao Khao. Lao Khao is the local whiskey. I personally don't like it. It just tastes, for me, foul. But they seem to really like it. So we'll take you along here. So I hope that 2017 is good for everybody. Can't be any worse than 2016. I don't know. I've had worse. Little bit of history about where I am, and a map of the old fort walls. Really nice though through here. Loads of trees. Hard to believe sometimes when you look at structures like this that they're so old. You know, sort of 600-700 years old, and it is difficult, almost surreal, I suppose. Chiang Saen today is obviously a very peaceful town. The locals get on just fine with the Burmese and those from Laos. But that wasn't the case back in the 13th century. There was a huge amount of conflict here. One of the questions I've been asked a few times, a bit of a strange one really, is how did you get to Chiang Rai, or Chiang Saen in Chiang Rai? Did you fly? The answer to that is no, we didn't fly. We travelled in the back of a truck, a big lorry if you like. And what this guy had done, he'd basically put in a mezzanine level where he carried the passengers, and then below he put all of our belongings, including my motorbike. Now, considering the state of the driving here in Thailand, I was a little bit more than apprehensive about going on a 32-hour road trip, but as it happened, there were two drivers, and both were very, very responsible. They drove at reasonable speeds. They stopped every couple of hours, just to take a break, go into 7-Eleven, get a cup of coffee, or and use the bathroom. They were really, really good. So yeah, it was certainly an experience, not one I'd want to repeat, I'll add, but 32 hours in the back of a truck is it's quite a journey. But again, it was an experience. You get to see an awful lot of Thailand, that's a fact, because literally I went from one end to the other. But no, I wouldn't want to do that again. It was a bit uncomfortable, and I managed to sleep. I'm one of these people where I find it very, very difficult to sleep when I'm travelling. Don't know why. I've never been able to. Used to do a flight, say from the UK to Hong Kong. Everybody else on the plane, they'll be getting some Z's in. Me, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't sleep. So, but I did manage 7 hours. It wasn't a 7-hour straight stretch, but it was in bits and pieces, an hour here, hour there. But it did. It certainly did help. So that's how we travelled from Phuket to Chiang Rai, in little Chiang Saen Town. It was a hell of a journey. Really, really nice, these walls though. Aspirations for 2017. Dig myself out of poverty. Yeah, there's obviously, you guys know just how difficult it's been over the last few months. So, I would like to see things get a little bit better on the financial front, and obviously the home front as well. I desperately would love to move. It's not that I don't like my in-laws, they're great people. I just don't like living right on the main road. We've got an issue with the neighbours at the moment. The people right across the road have a little pork shop, little butchery, and they're fine. The wife has a tendency to scream everything she says, but you know, that's okay. But next door to that's a little noodle shop, and it was fine when it was just a little noodle shop, but it got sold, and they've turned it into basically a loud cow drinking den. So we got loud music and lots and lots of noise, and because the house is not sealed in any way, you know, it just goes right through it, and I'm having real difficulty sleeping at the moment. In the last month, I'd say I don't think I've had a full night's sleep. I'll catch an hour here, an hour there, get woken up by more noise. We've also got a problem with kids on motorbikes, and the kids here, they seem to want to modify their motorbikes, so they'll put on extra loud exhaust pipes, and they like to race up and down the main road at night. Not a happy bunny, but yeah, that's life, isn't it? So if I can make 2017 the year that I get out of there, I'm going to be very, very happy. The plan is, of course, to try and build my YouTube channel, and hopefully that will bring in some income that will allow Pi and I to go and find a place to rent somewhere off the main road, which would be lovely. I do love it up here, there's no two ways about that. I really, really do love it. But I don't really want to be living with my in-laws for the rest of my life, and I certainly don't want to be living in a place where I can't sleep at night, you know. Pi and I had a chat about it, and I said, you know, it's not just a case of I'm working at the farm and you know, and it's all physical work, so I'm tired when I get home. I've also got the editing to do, and for anybody who makes vlogs, they will tell you that editing takes time, patience, and a lot of concentration. And of course, if there's a lot of noise going on, you can't hear the audio properly. So yeah, it becomes very, very frustrating. But how pretty is that? Lovely little moat. It's a lovely area, it really is pretty through here. That's one thing I like about Chiang Saen, it's so green. And right across Chiang Rai, it's very, very green. Very, very pretty place. One of the other things I've got to see about doing for 2017 is a new computer. I've tried changing the candles, that doesn't make it run any faster. Somebody suggested a hamster wheel, but I thought, well, poor little thing, if I bought a hamster and he'd be stuck in that little box, you know, running it. I thought, no, I can't do that. So no, the computer's about 8 years old, and it's not really designed for video editing, and editing, as any vlogger will tell you, takes up a fair amount of processing power. And my poor little thing can't really handle it, but you know, it's just another thing that you have to work towards, and yeah, makes life interesting, and it pushes me as well. You know, there's certain things I need to do, certain things I want, and that's what pushes me to make videos every day and entertain you guys. And I thoroughly enjoy it. I've got to admit, when I first started doing this, I was very apprehensive. I didn't really want to see my ugly face on camera, but you actually get used to it very quickly. And when you first hear and see yourself on camera, it's really kind of weird. But you know, after a while, you just get used to it. And now I thoroughly enjoy it. It's like, especially when you've built up a subscriber base, and people, you know, you guys, as I said before, have been so nice, so encouraging. And it's like you end up just talking to your friends, so it's like me just taking you on a trip and having a chat with you while I'm at it, and I think it's great. I just love it. And I sincerely hope that 2017 brings everything you guys want. I really do. You know, there's you know, you look at the world sometimes and you think, you know, will it please stop? You know, can I please get off? Look at all the conflicts around the world and everything else, and most of us, I'm sure we can agree, we have personal issues, but yeah, let's just hope 2017 is a little bit better for everybody, and I mean everybody. How about that for a nice view though, going through there, the old moat, these old walls. And it's hard to believe there was so much conflict here, you know, so much bloodshed. I spoke to somebody and they said that Chiang Saen at one point was even abandoned because of the conflict. As you can see, I'm all decked out in my motorbike jacket. I came down on the motorbike, and I've got inside, there's a liner, waterproof liner. Keep me nice and warm, keep the wind out as well. Lovely. Originally, when I first started vlogging, my intention was to actually do moto vlogs. I wasn't going to do you know, this type of vlogging. Now that I've got into it, I have to say I really do enjoy it. Like I said, it's like I feel now like I'm taking friends for a walk and a little journey with me. It's really, really cool. It's kind of weird, but it's yeah, just like I'm talking to my friends, and I am. I know, you know, I know people are going to watch this and hopefully enjoy it, and you know, it just takes you on a journey, shows other people things that they might not ever see. But yeah, it's a lovely experience. If you've never vlogged and you've always wanted to, but you're not quite sure, my advice is give it a go. There's always interesting things you can show people, and you know, everybody's life is different. You know, everybody's life is interesting in some way, so it's certainly worth sharing it. We live in an age of social media, and you know, being able to spread the word is so much easier now. The internet has really enriched an awful lot of lives, and I'm not talking about just in monetary value, you know, just culture and history and just all sorts. I'm very much an advocate of free speech and freedom of expression, always have been. And people have sometimes said to me, you know, do you worry about trolls, you know, these baiters and haters? And I don't. I try and take a philosophical look at it and think, well, if that's what you want to do with your time, well, you know, have at it. It's not really going to affect me at all. Water off a duck's back. I've got skin as thick as a rhino. Just never really worried about it. And I'm one of these people where I believe that, you know, if you're going to criticise something, you know, be constructive about it. Otherwise, it's just worthless criticism. It doesn't mean anything. I like to view things as we all have different opinions about all sorts of things. The issue is, in today's world, I think people are moving away from being able to debate without hate. And I think that's a big thing. I think you should be able to debate people on a whole plethora of issues, and we shouldn't shy away from those issues either. If you know, if you feel strongly about something, you should say it, but you shouldn't be hated for it. You know, if we could sit down and just debate something in a logical way, without hating people for their views, I think the world would be a much nicer place. So we're in Wat Pa Sak. Let's see if I can get this one on camera so you can have a little read about that as well. And this is another ruin as you go through these old temple grounds. And this is the first time I've walked through here. It's just stunning. Some of the architecture is just unbelievable. Now, I've never been through here, and I'm very tempted to walk up there, but I'm not sure whether you're permitted to do so. And they do have paths going all the way around, so, and it is regardless that it's a ruin, it's still a temple, and I don't want to disrespect anybody. So I'll just walk round and show you a little bit up here. So peaceful through here though. So quiet. Pretty is that though. You see these carvings inside. I mean, the masonry work is just unbelievable. They've got these little plaques here, but you can't see them. Their information's all been faded away. How long they've been there, I don't know. But you can't see anything on there now. Certainly is a very beautiful structure, though. There's no two ways about that. Got all these carvings inside. Buddha carvings, I assume. Inside the little archways, just very nice. Again, it makes you wonder when you walk through here what it must have been like, you know, back in the 1300s when they're all fighting one another. Must have been horrific. I mean, warfare is never a pretty thing, no matter what age you're living in, but it would have been certainly brutal back then. There's a lot more of this on the other side, and I'll leave that for another video, otherwise this video will probably run for an hour or more. That's another thing, if you're going to take up vlogging, you'll end up with probably 2-3 hours of video that you'll have to try and condense down to, you know, 20-25 minutes. I like to keep mine under 25. I've been told some of them are a little bit too long, but you know, I just don't want to miss anything. Maybe if I didn't talk so much, I could then condense my videos down to maybe 3-4 minutes. But sorry, I'm a chatterbox. Always have been. Talk the hind legs off a donkey, me. And that there is one of the old ruins of Chiang Saen. If you're really into history, then and Asian history in particular, this is certainly a place that's worth coming to. There are literally thousands of temples across Thailand, but there are certainly some beautiful examples up here in Chiang Rai. But there are lots more, and again, it's an awful lot of these ruins, an awful lot, especially here in Chiang Saen Town because of again the conflict in the 13th century. So, but it's nice that, you know, despite, you know, all the bloodshed, all the fighting, that at least some of it has remained. It allows people like you and me to come and reflect for a while. Well guys, that's a quick trip through the old moat, the old fort wall, and this absolutely stunning ruin behind me. It's just absolutely beautiful. I hope you enjoyed it. 2017, I just hope that it's good to all of us, and I'd like to wish you all a very happy new year, and I hope that whatever your dreams and aspirations are, you manage to achieve them. Have a great day guys, take care, bye for now, stay safe, please don't forget to subscribe, please share, and please like. That makes a huge difference. Take care, bye for now.